Alright. Hello. We're about to do Doki Doki Literature Club. Alright. So remember, this game has very mature themes. I think they have a good list of it on the game page. But this game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. And here you go. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a positive experience playing this game. Would you like to review detailed content warnings which contain spoilers? Alternatively, in-game content warnings. Okay. So, yeah. If you haven't seen the game, what are you doing here? This has spoilers. This is gonna be so spoiled. I'm gonna be talking about all sorts of stuff probably if I remember stuff. I don't know. Doki Doki came out a while ago. But yeah, we're gonna look at it. Thank you for your interest in Doki Doki Literature Club. Alright. So, Doki Doki Literature Club is a horror game. Please do not take this lightly. Doki Doki Literature Club may not be suitable for you if you're infected by any of the following themes: depression, suicide, self-harm, abuse. These are themes that are not merely suggested, but are often portrayed realistically as possible, and thus may disturb you if they were real. Furthermore, the above list is not 100% exhaustive. If you would like to be warned when potentially sensitive content is about to... Yeah, I remember this. Okay. For those with extra concern for their mental health, our recommendation of the safest approaches to avoid playing the game. We trust that, given your understanding of your own mental health, you are able to make a decision that is right for you. Thank you for your consideration for staying safe. By playing DDLC, you agree... Yes. Okay. Anyway. Alright! Welcome to DDLC Plus. I have no idea when... Do I need to play through the game again? I have no idea what just happened. I tried to exit the game, and I guess I found it. I guess I did it. Oh no. Oh. Okay. Yeah, let's start the side stories. Oh, I have to write poems for everyone. I can't get Trust Part 2. And I can only get the Sayori stuff right now. Okay, you know what? Let's begin. This new music. What? This looks... What? Okay, I guess I gotta think about it. Okay everyone. The Literature Club is starting. Let's all have a seat and take attendance, okay? I missed the debate club. Who knew it'd be so difficult to start a new club? I feel worse with every day that passes without anyone coming in. I'm really starting to lose confidence. Monika is the only Okay, narrator. Monika is the only member of the Literature Club. In the days that have passed, all our efforts to recruit new members have been fruitless. Am I going about this wrong? Monika glances at one of her flyers. The headline is, "Do you like literature?" Maybe no one is into literature enough to pick it over their club interests. I just can't rely on people liking literature. I need to sell them on a vision. A vision! But what kind of vision? Monika rests her head on her desk, deep in thought. Before she realizes it, the recent nights of staying up too late start to catch up to her. It's so quiet, and the noise of the air conditioner is so soothing. I can't read. What's going on? And I hope this doesn't get really creepy. Is sayori? Hello? Yo, we got the HD visuals! Suddenly, a voice causes Monika to snap awake. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I never do this. Is this the napping club? No, this is... Monika pauses, suddenly embarrassed to admit that this is, in fact, the literature club. This is the literature club. Yay, I thought I was in the wrong for a sec. I'm super sorry. It was like so unprofessional when you do that. Don't apologize. I do that all the time. Oh. Did I miss the club meeting? Where is everybody? Well, about that. This is everybody. Really? Just you? We're getting more members. I'm working really hard on it. Hold on a sec. If it's just you, it means I get to be vice president. Yeah! Okay, I guess I haven't expressed my thoughts about, like, anyone, but Sarah is my favorite one. I'm just really excited in general for this. I like all of them, though. Wait, vice president? What are your qualifications? Well, I'm better at napping than you. Maybe I should be president. Now you're just making fun of me. Oh, I'm sorry. What was her name? Sayori. Okay, Sayori. I've been trying really hard on this club. I know you caught me at a weird time, but it's really disheartening not to be taken seriously, you know? I care so much about this. I just want to find other people who do too. Oh no. I'm so sorry. I do care, I promise. I have a hard time being serious, that's all. I didn't mean for it to hurt you. And I was talking about the vice president thing too. I'd make a terrible vice president, but she should be. I mean, I'm sure that Monika tries to say something reassuring, but it's difficult when she still doesn't know much about sayori. I'm sorry, this isn't like a real club yet. You'd still be interested in joining after I found a few members at least. Well, no. I want to join now. Really? Huh? Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun. Also, the music is quite nice. I was worried it would feel like really just unrelated to the original music, even though those are like 10-second loops. But this is good stuff. Besides, I can tell how hard you've been working. Doing something amazing, and you should be proud of it, you know? So let me help you turn something stressful into something fun. If nothing else, I'm good at that, so... Honestly, how could I possibly say no to that? That's really sweet of you, Sayori. Oh, I'm Monika, by the way. Okay, I was wondering when they clear that up. Monika! That's such a cool name. Oh, now you're just trying to cheer me up. You're smiling. I didn't say it didn't work. Monika glances at the flyer on her desk and realizes that her name is already written on it. So what do we do first? Well, it's getting pretty late, isn't it? We can go home and try to come up with some new ideas to recruit club members. I could do that. Cool. And I think I need to put some more thought into my vision for this club. You know, like a mission. My mission is to make everyone happy. Yeah, something like that. I need to think about it. Hey, you like hugs? I guess so. Of course. Sayori suddenly pulls Monika into a friendly hug. Then let's go. Some people can just really use a hug sometimes. Besides, Sayori whispers loudly, hug energy is what keeps me at my best. Hug energy? Monika laughs. Although Sayori is very different from her, Monika feels her spirits lifted. Maybe it's just because she finally found another club member, but I'm looking forward to tomorrow then. It'll be fun. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna think really hard tonight on how to get more people. Yeah, me too. This is awesome. The day passes and time comes for the literature club, Monika and Sayori, to reconvene. As president, Monika ensures that she's the first to arrive to the club room, but she finds herself waiting longer than expected from Sayori. would never. You need the trust, get it? No, that can't be. She was so excited yesterday. Okay, good. I'm getting kind of worried. Suddenly, Sayori comes bounding through the door. In her hand, she's holding a sheet of paper. Sorry I'm late. I'm here. It's okay. I'll come back. And Sayori spins over to Monika and deposits the sheet onto Monika's desk. Oh, what's this? Yo, she got a poem already. Take my hand, take me forward. Take me to your dreamland. Caution me to watch my steps so I can't look back at my footprints. Climb the stairs ahead of me while I look up to you. The more I look forward, the more I look up. The more I can lend to you. If you can trust me to follow your pace, I'll trust you to set it. If you can trust me to lend you a smile, I'll trust you to return it. Take my hand, take me forward, take me to your dreamland. That was really nice. Okay. Hey, this is really good. You wrote this, sayori? Of course. Wait, no, it's the wrong side of the paper. Ha! Huh? I was ready to share that yet. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. Monika flips over the paper. Written on the other side is a list of ideas for recruiting new club members. Oh, so this is what you meant to show me. I'm curious now. Do you write poetry often? I do, but I'm sure it's not anywhere near as good as I need to read. I'm sure I'm not anywhere near as good at it as you are. Holy. Really? You're actually terrible at writing poetry. I've never read anything I was happy with. Like, I always need to read it again. I always need to read it again a week after I write it, and I'm like, wow, this is so stupid. Same. I don't know. It's like the dramatic version of me doesn't agree with the person I want myself to be, or something like that. Whoa, what the heck? The dramatic version of me, hold on, doesn't agree with the person I want myself to be. Aww, you should have more confidence in yourself. You're the Literature Club president. I guess you're not wrong there. I need to, set a good example or whatever. You know, I can envision the club doing something like that. Doing what? You know, like sharing poems you write and stuff like that. Oh, yeah. I would love that. It's such a good way to learn about other people, you know? It's like we have so many emotions that we can't express to other people usually. But you can when it's a poem, right? Yeah. I think it's helping me form a more cohesive vision for the club. So I'm glad you showed me, well, even though it was by accident. Me too. I feel embarrassed at first, but it kind of feels good that someone else said it. I'll try to show you more in the future. I love that. I want to see more poems. Okay. Oh jeez, I'm getting distracted. Do you want to go over the brainstorming together? My brain swims so hard. It was like a brain hurricane. Dude, if you can come up with that many ideas, great. My brain's a natural disaster. This is getting intense. Sayori, that's terrible. Anyway, let's take a look at the list. Make cupcakes. I was hungry. But it's a good idea, isn't it? Let me think about this. I mean, when would we have the chance to give people cupcakes? You know, when they come to the club. What if we said we had free cupcakes on the flyers? I'm, kind of worried that would bring in the wrong kinds of people, you know? Wrong kinds? People would just come to the cupcakes and then leave. Aw, nobody would do that. That would be mean. You know, I want to find people who are really into literature, even if they don't know yet. Let's see, next thing on the list, hunt for people reading books. I don't think I get it. Hunt? Alright, what don't you get about you're gonna hunt them down? Like going around the school and finding people who are reading books, you know? In the morning, during lunch, we tell them to check out the literature club. Well, the problem with that is wouldn't most people reading books just do it for an assignment or something? How would we know they're not if you're just reading for fun? Well, you can ask them. They'd be bothering people who are guys. Coming up with a lot more things than I can. Oh, your next idea is to hand out flyers rather than just put them on the wall. I'd definitely like to start doing that. I'm useful. I never said you weren't. I just need to think. What do we tell people when handing them out? I don't want to just be like, join the literature club. Let's find out how we can better engage people. What if we told them about club activities and stuff? What club activities? Yeah, I guess it's supposed to be my job to come up with that, right? A vision for the club. Okay, Sayori, pretend you're a normal person for a second. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. You know, like a random passerby who's getting a flyer. How would you react to the idea of the literature club? Probably like, literature's stupid. I'm joining the anime club. Oh, you're projecting someone else onto them. Back? Sorry, I was just thinking of a friend of mine. Okay, what if I said we like do group reading and discuss it together? I would probably not approve all of that. That's you, Sayori. Yeah, I'm gonna get a bottle of water, because I'm dying. Maybe you can hear it. Here, I'm not gonna give you water sounds. Okay, I don't actually know if you heard that or not. You probably actually did. Okay, I'm dead. Life is over. Great! That's you, Sayori. Yeah, but it doesn't really sound fun to most people anyway. We need to really catch their interest, you know? This sucks. Why is it so hard? Monika, don't be sad. What do you like about literature, Sayori? Me? Well, kind of what I said about the poem earlier. I think it gives you the chance to express yourself. Like, express yourselves in ways you can't normally do when you're just doing your normal day and talking to your friends. I mean, we all have so many thoughts and feelings that we just don't get to share, you know? It's like intimate. Yeah. How do we get that across to people? You could be like, express your true self. Be intimate with us. Okay, that's kind of... I'm just kidding. Oh my gosh. What is it? I forgot all my things in the classroom. I must have gotten too excited and rushed here. Silly me. Rushed? But weren't... never mind. Do you want to go get your stuff then? I'll forget it if I don't do it now. Well, I'll wait for you then. Okay, it'll only take a second. Sayori dashes out of the room, leaving Monika momentarily alone. Monika sighs and starts jotting her thoughts on a piece of paper. Express yourself. Be who you want to be. Make new friends. Discover a new you. Discover your heart. No. Write your heart out. No. Write into your heart. Write the way into your heart. Join the literature club. Write the way into your heart. Wow, that's lame. Monika! You startled me. Sorry, but it's something important. On the way to classroom, there was a girl reading a book. Reading a book? What's her recruiter? It's Yuri. Wait, are you sure she's not doing any homework? I can tell she's really into it. Well, I guess you could take a look. Monika grabs one of her flyers and stands up from the desk. Okay, never mind. My life is falling apart. Then the two depart from the classroom, with Sayori leading the way. This way. You don't have to run. Sayori leads Monika over to a particular classroom and lowers her voice to a whisper. See? In there. Monika peers through the window. Sure enough, there's a girl sitting alone and gently reading a book. Somehow, maybe it's that soupy, you know? I feel like a creep doing this. You should go inside and talk to her. Me? You're the president, and I would probably scare her away. Okay, fine, I'll do it. Monika takes a deep breath and then timidly enters the classroom. I actually kind of like this. Like, it's not even just little scenarios. It's a lot more than I thought it'd be. And this is awesome. And like, I thought it would just be between the people that you chose. But like, there's still other people that exist, which is cool. Also, what is this random window on the floor? That was fast. Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. Oh wait, no, you don't get to see her. Why? What happened? Well, I entered the classroom and she didn't even look up from the book. So I kind of just left the flyer on her desk and then walked out. That's kind of cute. But I'm sure she'll see it and want to join the club. I hope so. Shall we head back now? The two head back to the club room. Sayori feeling rather accomplished, and Monika still feeling a bit embarrassed by the encounter. So I think my player name doesn't matter anymore. Whoa, this music. Upon returning, Monika and Sayori resumed their strategy meeting. They discussed various different kinds of recruitment tactics from professional to silly. After going through Sayori's list with Monika coming up with ideas of her own, the two ended in a better spot from where they began. Well, I would say today was pretty productive, wasn't it? Yeah, I think we're starting to make progress. I can't wait to get some new members. Hey, what's this? Sayori peers at the sheet of paper Monika was jotting on earlier. Oh, don't mind that. Is she writing a poem? I was just thinking to myself. Join the literature club. Right the way into your heart? That's so cute. I thought it was a little over dramatic. But Sayori pauses and thinks for a moment. You know, I don't think you give yourself enough credit. What do you mean? Like, I don't know. I feel like I can tell from talking to you today. It seems like you're always afraid of doing something wrong. Yeah, but would you call yourself a perfectionist? Yeah, I definitely am. I mean, I always have an idea in my head of how I want things to go, and it's like I can't accept anything less than that. I think in the end, it always helps me try my hardest at everything, so I don't think it's that bad. Like with this club, we had such an opportunity to make it exactly how we envision it, but it feels like we only have one shot at it. So, I'm really just afraid of deviating from that vision. What's the vision? It's... Monika pauses to think and shakes her head to herself. She sighs. I don't know. I just want everyone to... Monika trails off. Smiling, Sayori taps her finger against a sheet of paper. Right the way into your heart. I think that's what you're trying to do. Is to make the club that you need the most out of everyone. Well, you're the one who knows yourself best, of course. But I'm here to help you. Monika returns Sayori's smile. It's sort of amazing how kind you are. Really gonna make this the best club ever. Sayori nods, and the two remain silent for a moment, lost in thought. The only sound is the steady whisper of the air conditioner, and the only movement is the afternoon sunlight, trickling its way in and out of the moving clouds. Sayori breaks the moment with a big yawn. Time to go home? You tell me. You're the president. In that case, today's meeting is officially over. I look forward to tomorrow. Me too. Sayori beams and grabs her things. You can go ahead. I need a few minutes still. Oh, I can wait. That's alright. I just want some alone time. In that case... Sayori waves enthusiastically at Monika. Good luck. Monika smiles and waves in return as Sayori spins her way. Everyone's spinning. Spins her way out of the classroom. All alone. Whoa. Wait. Oh, this music. All alone, she sighs to herself and takes a moment to zone out. She wasn't prepared for the self-reflection encouraged by Sayori, but she decided it was something she probably needed right now. The club that I need most? I don't get it. I just wanted to start a club with more passion. Something that I could use to help lead people to happiness. Literature is key to that. I can't read. because it's the window to the real person inside of us. Underneath the person who's forced to always smile and blend in. And you know who's also forced to do something? Me, which is drink water. Great. The person who's forced to be perfect. Monika suddenly notices a folder on the floor by her desk. Did sayori leave this behind? I hope it doesn't have her homework in it. Worried, Monika opens the folder to check. Poems. It's a folder of poems. Oh my gosh. Become the flower. I'm actually really happy that we're seeing more poetry. Become the flower. A feeling of joy is a flower plucked from the ground. The color, the scent, it's so pretty in my hair. Every day I pluck some flowers, as though they grew just for me. A lifetime of peace and nourishment, yanked away in an instant. All for me, all for joy. I need more. I need more joy. I need more happy. Pluck, pluck, pluck. Every day. Pluck, pluck, pluck. So pretty in my hair. Pluck, pluck, pluck. You're going to die, and you too. Beneath my feet, a flower stands alone. It beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what ends? I look in every direction. The prosperous field is gone? The fruits of my labor. Oh wait, the prosperous field. It's a barren wasteland. The fruits of my labor, the carnage of my joy. And that is why I've decided I must become the flower. Yo! Oh, this is sad though. This is really sad. Well, okay, what I gained from this, I guess, is, she wants to be happy. She tries to take everything, but she feels like she took everything away. And she damaged people or something. And whether that's true or not, I don't know. I don't think she did any carnage on people's emotions. But, yeah, that's why she wants to make everyone happy, I guess. What the? Wait, sayori? Bro, this is sad. Oh. Yo. Okay. And there's the trust part 2. There's this understanding. Wait, when did I write a poem for Yuri? Well, whatever. Okay. Yeah. I'm just gonna do as much as I can. I don't know if I'm gonna do a full playthrough. Maybe I will. I don't know. But that poem was interesting. Another day passes in a flash, and it's already time for the next club meeting. Although Monika should have come up with a plan for today's club tasks, she hasn't been able to shake her guilt and anxiety after reading sayori's poem. Yo, what's up? What, and I'm not back. Okay, yeah, I just talked to my brother because he is also playing. Alright. Anyway, I don't know if I'm gonna edit that out or what. Although Monika should have come up with a plan for today's club tasks, she hasn't been able to shake her guilt and anxiety after reading Sayori's poem. Understandably so. I'm so stupid. How did I let myself be the center of attention? Sayori is going through these kinds of feelings, and I'm letting her comfort me instead of the other way around. What kind of club president does that? This whole time, I didn't ask about her own feelings. So much for this stupid vision. Sayori enters the club room with her usual smile. But upon seeing the downcast Monika, the smile quickly fades into an expression of concern. Monika? Is everything okay? I'm really sorry. I'm such a terrible friend. Huh? What are you talking about? You're an amazing friend. Monika shakes her head. I made this all about myself. Even you said so yesterday. You told me that I'm trying to make the club for that I need most, right? But my problems are so trivial compared to yours. Perhaps she is realizing already. Sayori responds quietly. What are you talking about? But as she says that, her face darkens. Through the silence, Sayori mutters in her realization. I left my folder here. Monika stares blankly ahead, unable to come up with a response. I wasn't ready to share those. Now you're worrying about me. I don't want that. But why? We're friends, right? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. This is already getting sad. Friends look out for each other. I want to be here for you as much as you're here for me. Another long moment passes in silence. The air is incredibly heavy. This is different. It wasn't just about you yesterday, it was about the club. Besides, things were so happy yesterday. You don't need to do this all of a sudden. I don't want it. I like happy, so if you do this, then you're just being selfish. Monika massages her forehead, struggling through the frustration of such a paradox. It's understandable that Sayori isn't ready to share certain things, but as unfair as it is for Monika to pry, it's also painful for Monika to force herself to ignore the needs of her friends. I'm sorry I looked. I disrespected your privacy. No, I don't blame you for looking. You would have at least needed to check if it was mine. Yeah. Monika takes a deep breath. Okay. I understand that you don't want me to worry. And I think I'll be able to put this aside so we can move on. But can you promise me something? Promise you what? Monika pauses to collect her thoughts. This is the Literature Club. It's a place where people can express themselves in ways that life normally doesn't allow them to. That's the vision. In fact, it's our vision. Right the way into your heart, or whatever. So, I just want you to promise me that you'll remember that too. It doesn't have to be right now, but I want to be here for you when you need it. I want us to be ourselves like that. Sayori smiles gently. I'll promise if you promise. Unable to help it, Monika returns Sayori's smile. I promise. Me too. As the conversation closes, the mood in the room is lifted. With that behind them, it's time to proceed with the club activities. So, want to teach me about poetry? Huh? But what about recruitment? It's fine, we have plenty of time for that. Right now, I feel like I want to do this. I mean, I do have to fulfill my end of the promise, you know? There's no way I could say no to that. But don't expect much. I do a lot of writing, but it's not like I'm a scholar or anything. That's fine. I think I just, need some motivation. I never know where to start when it comes to writing poems. Starting isn't so hard. You kinda just need to write down your feelings and see where it takes you. Yeah, but that wouldn't come out as any good. It's not supposed to. You're gonna have to fight your perfectionist mind on this one. You can just start by writing your feelings and seeing what kinds of things it makes you think of. And then you can turn your feelings into a little story. You can get your feelings down first and make it sound pretty later. It's not like building a railroad where you go from one end to the other. It's more like a college where you find all the things you want to put in and then you arrange them in a pretty way. At least that's how I do it. It's not like it's the only way. But it's a really good way to not get stuck right at the beginning. I understand. Yeah, wait, now I'm confused. Did I read that wrong? I made her say a college. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I always get caught up in how it sounds and that I forget what's actually important. Monika pulls out a pen and a paper to start writing on. Stop being a perfectionist. You idiot. I'm just kidding. Monika scribbles the "you idiot" after she writes it down. No, keep it. What? Why? Are you calling me an idiot? Of course not. But the point is, you're not supposed to police your feelings, right? Be as dramatic as you want. But I was just... Oh, yeah. Underneath the scribble, Monika rewrites "you idiot." She stares at the paper. I want to see this poem. Her words stare back at her. It's kind of funny how I wrote that down, what I'm mad at myself for, and then I did the exact same thing anyway. This is really gonna take some getting used to. I believe in you. Thanks. I do too. Me, I mean. Also you, of course. Monika continues the exercise, jotting down her thoughts. It's surprisingly quite a struggle to write without overthinking it. But after a while, with Sayori's guidance and encouragement, Monika's sheet of paper begins to look fairly lively peppered with all her random thoughts. I can't read. Do I need to get closer? Do I need glasses? Probably not, but I just feel really weird right now. Phew. Monika looks up and down at her sheet. Gosh, I feel so tense looking at this. I hate it. But it's also kind of liberating. I can tell how hard you're trying. It makes me happy. I think you'll be good at writing poems. Don't give me too much credit, but give yourself credit. I'd have to try really, really hard at it. But I think that's something I'll enjoy doing. With you. Sayori beams. I'll stop here, but we still have time. Let's try to work on a new flyer for the club. I won't be so picky about the language. Yay, let's do it. I want to see Monika's poem, though. Or, if she was just writing down random thoughts, I want to see it too. Monika and Sayori proceed with their work. With each passing day, the two of them become more confident in the club. Not simply from their recruitment planning, but from their vision as well. I'm gonna hiccup. Oh no. But, no. Okay, never mind. I don't know what's happening. I'm gonna die. As the bond strengthens, so does the essence of the literature club. Finally, they begin to truly feel it's only a matter of time before they find more members. Okay, no fourth wall breaking stuff yet. Oh. I thought I told it to not... I don't know. Oh no. Okay, well, yeah, I was gonna say it earlier, but I think I forgot to. I wanted to turn off the warnings, because yes, like, I do want to be able to be warned, but at the same time, I feel like it ruins the moment a little bit. Which, I mean, like, it's not worth it if you get absolutely traumatized from the game. But, like, I know I can handle whatever they might have here, but I don't know about you. So, yeah. Be careful. Another day passes. As usual, Monika's the first one in the club room. With her printout of the revised Literature Club flyer, complete with all new ideas Monika and Sayori came up with. If only this was the flyer that we gave to that one girl reading the other day. Can she get over here? It's so much more attractive than the old one. But The new catchphrase is featured clearly in the center of the flyer. Write the way into your heart. Surely common sense would say that one writes from the heart, but not into the heart. But the message being delivered is one that read is that one can use writing to discover themselves. Okay, I'm gonna try to read slowly. Hopefully, Monika and Sayori had thought that it would be enough to garner some curiosity from students. Why do I feel so tense looking at this? Monika thinks back to the previous meeting, when she performed the writing exercise. Was I always this bad at expressing myself? How am I supposed to be present if I can't even demonstrate what the club is supposed to be about? How can I be present when I'm drinking water? Okay, let's do this. Literature Club is truly beginning to take form, but with that, the weight on Monika's shoulders only becomes heavier. I feel like I'm Heimliching myself. The Debate Club was always about rigid structure, formulating airtight points and counterpoints and delivering them with conviction. It was about the person on the outside. That's why Monika was so good at it. It existed entirely within her realm of comfort. It's suffocating. I need to break through this mental wall and break through the fourth wall. I need to learn to express myself, for real. Monika pulls out a sheet of paper and grabs her pen. She presses the tip of the pen firmly against the paper. But her hand doesn't move. No. Oh, well, this was her advice. From one time. Okay, instead, a tiny blot of ink collects around the tip of her pen. How drippy is your pen? Monika lifts her pen, stares at the little blotch. For some reason, she feels compelled to run her finger across it. As she does so, the black ink smears across the paper, riveting Monika's canvas. Out of spite for herself, Monika presses her pen down once again, letting the ink collect. She creates a second smear on the paper. Come on, Monika. Just move your hand. Monika writes. This is what I get for seeking perfection. A stain. Monika slides the paper away from her and puts her head down on the desk. Do we get anything from Sayori's perspective? The air conditioner seems louder today. I'm here. Hi. Monika hears Sayori approach the desk and stop for a second, probably reading the piece of paper. Then she sits down in the adjacent desk. Bad day? Me too. You too. The new flyer looks so good. You've been working so hard. On the club, but also something else, I think. I can't do it. I'm sorry. It's so hard to just be vulnerable. Sayori takes the sheet of paper from Monika's desk. She writes something down and stares at it for a while. Can I trust you? Of course. You can trust me with anything. Sayori gazes at Monika with sadness in her eyes. Understanding the signal, Monika takes the paper from Sayori's desk and reads it. Sometimes I want to die. Sayori. This is really, really hard for me. Her voice shakes. So if I can do it, then you can too. Because you're like a million times better than me. That's completely not true. Sayori takes a deep breath, trying to steady herself. Oh gosh. There's something about me I've never told anyone before. Even now, my head is like screaming at me to stop. Wait, you don't have to force yourself. I mean, just because of the promise yesterday. I want to. It just feels right. I mean, maybe it's part of the reason I came to this club in the first place. This is the literature club. I trust you. More than I'm scared. At those words, Monika stands up. Sayori must have taken days to work up the courage for this. Were Monika's own futile but genuine efforts actually the push that Sayori needed? Sayori's deliberate breath can be heard over the air conditioner. As she prepares herself to continue, Monika waits in gentle silence. I have this problem, where I get really upset when people worry too much about me. I can't control it. It's like, why waste your energy worrying about me when you can just be happy instead? So I never tell anyone about these kinds of thoughts I have. It's so much easier to just smile and help everyone else be happy. But that's terrible. That's what Monika wants to say, but she stops herself in fear of saying the wrong thing. Dude, this is sad. It's just that if everyone knew about it, they wouldn't treat me the same anymore. Like whenever I'm not smiling, everyone would worry about me and ask me what's wrong. I know that because it used to be like that. Sayori pauses, seeming to recall something from the past. I just want everyone to be happy. That's the most important thing to me. And letting people look inside my head doesn't bring happiness to anyone. Sayori pauses, her solemn expression making her look almost like an entirely different person. How did you find the courage to tell me this? You're not worried that I'll be one of those people too? I am worried. Part of me really hates myself for doing this. Dude, I didn't know that, the side stories would be this heavy. But another part of me, I think, just felt like it would be different this time. Whenever we talk about what the club is supposed to mean, I kept feeling like it was right for me to do. Especially after you've been trying so hard to express yourself too. It just made me feel like I could say it in confidence and our friendship doesn't have to change. It's so silly. The club is only 2 people, but it already means so much to me. Monika feels a tightening sensation in her heart, a feeling of connection as Sayori's emotions radiate between them. Me too. I was so lost until you showed up. You're so brave, Sayori. You're so strong and brave. I don't even compare. Monika steps forward. But if nothing else, I can at least offer you some hug energy. If you like. Dude, this is sad. Wordlessly and without a smile. Wait. Let me see the controls real quick. Cause I don't know how to like get the HUD out. Okay, it's fine. Oh, there we go. Dude. Wordlessly and without a smile, Sayori rests her forehead on Monika's shoulder. Due to contact, Monika can almost feel the torrent of thoughts swimming in Sayori's head. And in this moment, enchanted by the air of the club, Monika realizes that of all the days that have passed, this is the one where she really, really hopes nobody new walks through the door. She speaks softly. You're like the sweetest girl I've ever met. You can say anything. I'll never judge you. I promise. Sayori's breath begins to quiver. She takes several deep breaths, trying as hard as she can to start speaking, to say the things she never once dared to say out loud. Finally, she speaks in a choked voice. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna choke my... I'm so worthless. No I'm worthless and everyone would be better off without me. She suppresses a sob as a tear falls down her cheek. I'm just an inconvenience to everyone. I'm not good at anything. And it just feels like everyone just has to put up with me. And I hate it. I hate it. The more Sayori speaks, the more she fails to control her voice, falling victim to the overwhelming sadness and clutching at her throat and chest. Oh my gosh, she's getting choked. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was really rude. Okay. I don't want to have these thoughts. I just want them to go away. And now I'm making them put up with me, and I just want to die. As soon as Sayori loses her composure, Monika becomes determined to keep her own. She only wants to be what Sayori needs right now. So, she won't let any sadness show. Her voice comes through as soft and gentle. This isn't putting up with you. This is just being your friend. Monika offers a few words of comfort. But she knows, Sayori said it herself, the thoughts Sayori experiences are ones that don't belong. And Monika can't magically make them go away. The most she can do is help Sayori battle them, like any good friend would do. You have so much value. To me, and your other friends too. Club wouldn't be the same without you. I really, really mean that. You coming here was the best thing that could have happened. Even if we never got any other members, I would still be happy. That's what brought you here. You brought us a vision, and you also brought happiness. And that's your favorite thing to do, right? Sayori doesn't respond, but Monika feels her gentle nod. No more words are needed between them, but water is needed between my lips. You're gonna run out. Okay. The two share their embrace for a while longer, Monika letting Sayori take as much time as she needs. Dude, she was doing better than the main character, honestly. Once her breathing steadies and her sniffles fully cease, Sayori lifts her head and wipes her eyes. I guess I needed that. Some days are harder than others. Well, I'm here whenever you need me. But any other time, I'll make sure that things are the way they usually are. If that's what makes you happy. Thanks. You're the best. No, you are. The two exchange smiles. You know, I'm sorry to bring this up all of a sudden, but have you considered talking to a professional? Yo. Sayori nods. It's scary. It's just so hard telling people. Yeah. Well, of course, it'll always be your choice. But if you're ever looking to find the courage for it, I can do my best to help you. Thanks. I think it helped knowing that you would. Sayori suddenly yawns and stretches. Wow, that made me feel tired. Ain't hungry. Well, I won't make you do any work today if you're not up for it. No, I want to. I mean, I can say that that's definitely the one thing that makes me happy. Monika smiles. But I might want to get a snack first. All of a sudden, the sound of the door is a yuri causes the two to turn their heads. The door opens halfway and stops. A face speaks inside. A face that seems familiar. We know who it is. Oh, that was actually great. That was lovely. There's data collected. Whoa! What's going on? What do you mean data collected? Do you mean like, am I 100%ing this game? Are you collecting data from me? What's going on here? Okay, I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see that. Yeah, I would have to write more poems for everyone if Thinking. If I want to like do more of the side stories, and I probably won't just like, I'm probably not gonna um do them all. I don't know, because like my recording quality isn't that good. I feel like I'm not the right person to post these, but I don't know. The club meeting is suddenly interrupted by the sound of a door, causing Monika and sayori. Oh, it just continues from here. This seems familiar. Yo, Yuri. Sayori's eyes widen, recognizing the girl. She very conspicuously mouths to Monika. It's her! It's the girl! Oh, I know. I have to visually and verbally convey that she is mouthing. Okay, it's true. The girl standing in the doorway is none other than the girl Sayori had come across reading alone in the classroom. Thanks to Monika leaving a flyer on her desk as soon as she's found her way to the club. Are you here for the literature club by any chance? Am I in the wrong place? No, you're not. This is the literature club. Please come inside. The girl fully steps in the door, but continues sitting against the wall, avoiding eye contact. Sayori continues to fail, containing her excitement. It's happening. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for coming. Sorry it's a little empty. I'm Monika, and this is Sayori, and we run the literature club, even though it's just us so far, but what's her name, by the way? I'd like to join your club. That's her name? Oh my gosh. Already? Wait, really? Are you sure? I mean, I should be good enough. Everyone is welcome here. You don't have to be good enough. Oh. Do you want to have a seat? We'd love to get to know you. The girl nods, sliding over a nearby desk and gently sitting down. So, what's your name? Yuri. Oh wait, I don't think I've been differentiating her voice. Okay. Yes, because pro voice actor. I do literally almost nothing to distinguish the voices, but whatever. I'm Sayori, and this is Monika. Sayori and I already... Nice to meet you. Do you like fantasy? Like books? Yuri looks at Monika. Fantasy is cool. Yes, have you heard of Annabelle Dupont? I can't say I have. Oh, well, she's my favorite author. I'm on her 5th book, and it's just... Yuri grins and presses her knuckles against her cheeks in joy. You can borrow my books. I wouldn't mind. You're really in for an incredible experience. Monika stammers, caught completely off guard by Yuri taking control of the conversation. She glances sideways at Sayori, silently asking for help. I'd love to. Yeah, my voice. It sounds like you're really into them, so they must be great. I'm so happy I found this club. Oh, I'm so stupid. I left all my books in the locker. I should have brought them. Yuri quickly stands up. I'll be right back. I'll go get them for you. You probably only need to bring one for now. Sayori nervously says that, knowing to herself the considerable heftiness of the book that Yuri set down on the desk. True. Okay, I'll go get the first one then. Yuri exits the club room in a flash, leaving Monika and Sayori silently exchanging glances. I feel sick. Wait. Have I not noticed this the entire time? Oh my god, I wasn't prepared for this. How do I handle someone so intense? I have, like, no experience with fantasy, except maybe stuff that I read when I was a kid, but it's probably just, like, a joke compared to what she's into. I'm sure it'll be fine. In fact, I think it's neat that we have different people who are into different kinds of literature. It'll be fun to learn from each other. Yeah, I don't mean to disagree. I mean, I don't disagree, sorry. But what if this is her only interest? Doesn't it kind of seem like that? Monika, don't you think you should be more optimistic? You have a new club member. There shouldn't be any room for anything but being happy. I'm excited to get to know her more, aren't you? Yeah, but I guess you're right. Sorry for being so hasty. I just got really anxious all of a sudden. It's because you're afraid of not being able to take the lead. Huh? What the heck? It's scary how you can point out things like that, sayori. I just like learning what makes people happy or sad. Yeah. Hey, you know what? You'd probably be great at helping Yuri feel comfortable here. Maybe you could take a break from helping me with the administrative stuff and just focus on spending time with her. Yay, that's exactly what I want to do. Besides, sayori lowers her voice. I'm probably gonna need all the time I can get. She taps her finger against the desk with the dauntingly chunky book Yuri left sitting on the desk. Right afterwards, the doors... Reading. Water. Yeah, that's the cure. You ever, like, have your water bottle on your desk for a test? And you just drink every time you don't know what the answer is? That is the habit for me if there's a water bottle beside me. So I keep them away from me. So it's great. Okay, that got really off topic. Right afterwards, the door opens to reveal Yuri's return. I'm back. Her breath is slightly heavy, which combined with her short time gone indicates she might have ran at least part of the way. She makes her way back over to Sayori and sets the book down on her desk. Just as Sayori feared, the book Yuri brought for her is just about equal in size to the one already on Yuri's desk. Well, there are probably things you should know before getting started on it. There are some things that are more explained in other books that take place in the same universe, so going over those would be good to keep you from getting confused at the start. Sayori nervously interjects. Well, I was thinking maybe today we could just get to know each other a little bit more. You know, I think, like, if we're gonna be reading together, then I would like that. From across the room, Monika smiles and nods at Sayori while Yuri isn't looking. Oh, okay. Yuri sits down and then looks at her book, and glances around the room, showing no indication that she has anything more to add. So, what made you decide to join the club? Well, I like reading, so I was immediately interested. I had no idea someone was starting a literature club. Well, that's my fault, since I haven't been paying attention to any of the club recruitment advertisements. I only found out because Yuri glances over to Monika. Monika came into the classroom and put the flyer on my desk. Suddenly, Yuri's face darkens, and she shakes her head at herself. I was so stupid. I got too nervous and couldn't even look up, so she just walked out. It took me several days to come here because I was afraid Monika told everyone how inconsiderate I was, but I decided I was probably irrational. Wait, no, that was totally my fault. I felt so bad interrupting you that I just walked out. I was actually really hoping that you would come by. Yuri exhales in relief. I always seem to interpret things in the worst possible scenario. Well, I was really nervous to come here for other reasons too. Such as there being too many people. Not that I mind that much, but I have a really hard time having to meet with a number of new people at once. So it's actually amazing that it's just the two of you. I definitely came at the right time. Oh, that makes me happy. I'm proud of you for working up the courage to come. Yuri smiles warmly to herself. I've never actually had the privilege of sharing my interests with others before. It's so hard to find others that are in the same things I am, except online. So I thought the literature club would provide a chance for me to do that. What other kinds of other things are you do? Knives? Like genres? I don't know, just anything. Even if it's not literature. Oh, just things that you would think of them. Siri pauses, a look of concern on her face. How about, I'll tell you something that I'm into, and you can tell me something that you're into. I suppose that would be okay. Okay. Well, I'm pretty into, like, crafty things. I'm into knives, metal. Like making cute little collages of decorating things, like cards or jewelry boxes. My room's always cluttered with random stuff because I keep buying things to make gifts for my friends. Then I put it off till the last minute. So yeah, that's the kind of thing. That's something kind of silly that I'm into. You sound quite creative. Not that much. It's just that you'd be surprised how much you can do with scissors and glue and stuff. So I have to share something that I'm into now, right? Sorry not. Well, I guess I'm into nature. I love nature. Monika, I'm gonna start the nature club. No, you're not. You're stuck with here with me now. I am not. Oh yeah? Well, I hereby appoint you as the vice president of the literature club. There. Now you're stuck with me. Hey, don't give me responsibilities. Oh, I'm sorry, Yuri. I interrupted you. Go ahead. It's fine. Yuri pauses, feeling awkward after getting caught. I like going out into the woods, the park, just places where you can walk and sit and not have any people around. It's peaceful. It's nice to kind of remove myself from everything that matters and let my racing mind operate autonomously for a while. When do you like to do that? It just depends on my mood. Dude, I'd be going out at 4 a.m. Too bad I'm too lazy to get off the mattress and go outside. After school, on the weekends, whenever I feel like I need it. Well, I feel like I never have the time to do something like that. I find that we have a lot more time than we think we do, if you don't let it slip through your fingers. The three continued our conversation, primarily led by Sayori, but with Monika chiming in every now and then as well. Monika had intended to leave it to Sayori to focus on her own work, but she found it difficult not to join in. Before they knew it, the end of the day was upon them once more. Oh, it looks like we should be wrapping up for today. So, are you two going to be starting on that book, the next club meeting? That's the plan. I'm so excited. Sayori beams. Yuri collects her things. Once packed, Yuri wordlessly waves to Sayori and Monika with a gentle smile. Bye! As Yuri exits, Sayori enthusiastically returns her farewell. Once again, Sayori and Monika are left in the club room. Sayori, you're a lifesaver. I didn't do anything. I just talked. You're good at talking, though. Still. Besides, it really lifted my mood. It feels really nice that I can put my energy toward other people like that. She was really excited to be included, you know? It made me happy. Well, there's no doubt in my mind she'll have a great time here, with you engaging her. How are you feeling about starting the book with her next meeting? I'm kinda scared, but I think she'll be happy as long as I'm trying my best. I think you'll do great. After the surprise of a new club member, it seems like everyone has their spirits lifted with something new to look forward to. I want to see some poems. I hope there's some poems here too. But I don't really know why they would show up. Another school day ends. Swallowing her anxiety, Yuri Yuri is like the protagonist. Okay. Swallowing her anxiety, Yuri makes her way to the club room, expecting to be the last one to arrive. As she opens the door, she's surprised to find only Sayori in the club room. It's club time again. Monika went to the computer lab, so it's just us. Is that okay? Oh man, computer labs. Yuri silently nods, unable to make eye contact. I'm sorry about yesterday. So, is she like printing out the flyers or something? What is she doing? She's hacking. Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't know what Monika's doing. But as far as she's, I think I just blew the mic a little. Or maybe have I been blowing through the mic the whole time? Oh no. Okay. Wait, what did it say? I already got lost. Oh no. I'm sorry about yesterday. Sayori tilts her head, unsure of exactly what Yuri's talking about. Well, I mean, the way I got overly excited and shared my books, and how you had to stop me so we could talk first. It was so inconsiderate of me. I got too excited, and I forgot to think about everyone else in the club, so... Yuri, you didn't do anything wrong. I thought it was cute how excited you were. Well, still, I think I changed my mind about the book. You don't have to read it. Huh? Why? Because I know that you were just hearing me anyway. In retrospect, it's rather obvious that nobody was truly interested. But if you like it so much, then it must be worth sharing. I've already decided I'll join the club, so you don't have to try so hard to entice me. That's not what I was doing. A moment of uncomfortable silence stretches between the two of them. Well, the thing is, we don't even have any club activities yet. I mean, Monika and I have just been working on recruitment stuff mostly. So, it just sounded like something fun we could do together. Reading your books. You know, like, as a club activity. That would be alright, right? Why am I being so resistant to this anyway? It's exactly what I wanted in the... What's happened to my... What? I feel like I just... Okay, you know, I'm gonna pretend that never happened. It's exactly what I wanted in the first place, and you're being so nice about it. I really don't know what's wrong with me. I'm sorry for being like this. You don't have to apologize. Just tell me if there's anything I can do to help you feel more comfortable here. Sayori pulls her desk up against Yuri's and sits next to her. The book in question is already on Yuri's desk. Peering over, Sayori reads the cover of the book. Dusk Bell. Part 1 of the Everlast Saga. It's Dusk Bell by Annabelle. Sorry, I'm ready now. Oh right, I should probably get some paper. Yuri grabs a spiral notebook of hers and tears out a few sheets of paper. Wait, how come you need paper? Oh, it's useful to draw things out sometimes, like maps, timelines, family trees, or just for taking notes. Notes? Yes, that's an effective strategy. Exactly. I'm sure it'll be especially helpful for someone who's new to the genre. So Yuri's joke completely flew over Yuri's head. While thinking about it, she decides that it's probably for the best that it did. Well, I'm not used to having company like this, but I'll try to make it as accessible as possible. I trust you. You're like super smart. Oh, please. Yuri tries to discuss the compliment, but she can't hide her smile and light blush. You can't generalize intelligence. I'm only smart at things I have a lot of experience with. Contrarily, I'm awful at anything involving real people. That should be evident from the 2 days I've spent here so far. So in my eyes, it's everyone else who comes off as smart. Especially you. No! But honestly, Sayori is pretty smart. Sayori rubs her shoulder against Yuri's. You're such a sweetheart when you're not being shy. And she's being shy. Oh. No. Heck, it looks like fabric. I'm sorry, that was just a random thing. Anyway, would you like to get started? Okay. After the minor diversions between them, the two get back on track with their planned club activity. Yuri begins to guide Sayori through the basics of the fantasy world her story takes place in. The more of it she details, the races, factions, history, elements of magic, the more questions Sayori seems to have. But despite Sayori's expectations, Yuri eloquently guides her along in a way that is fun to follow along. I don't get why I'm skimming through the text like this. It in a way such that it's fun to follow along. I feel like I can't read right now. It becomes evident that the world-building aspect of the story, not just the story itself, is one that Yuri finds her passion leaning towards. How do people come up with this stuff? It's like the exact opposite of the kind of writing that I do. What kind of writing? Oh, like poetry and stuff like that. The things I write are just putting down feelings that come into my head, you know? But this is there must be so much planning and hard work. Ah, you're into poetry. I think there's an appendix that includes some of the kingdom's written works, like poetry and folk songs. No way! Yuri giggles. I can't giggle. Feeling Sayori's heart with happiness when she realizes it's the first time she's heard Yuri laugh. This means Yuri is having fun. Anyway, I think we can get started reading now if you're ready. Okay, but I can't read very fast. Oh, that's fine. I'm very patient. Patience is something I pride myself in. I see. Sayori jots Yuri is patient into her notes. Hey, that's for the book. I'm just kidding. I'm glad you're patient, because sometimes I need that. A lot of times. Sayori flips through the first few pages of her book, getting past the table of contents. Oh my gosh. Okay, chapter 1. The room becomes silent as the two of them begin to read. The silence only lasts for a moment before Sayori speaks up again. What does vindicated mean? Well, in this context, it essentially means that he was proven innocent. It's okay to ask questions, right? Of course. Wait, I feel like I just saw a new sprite, but I don't think it was a new sprite. I think just the HD visuals is different or something, I don't know. Sayori turns the page. Are these footnotes? A lot of the dialogue has cultural references that require explanation to be understood. The two continue reading. Yuri's relaxed expression remains unchanged. Meanwhile, Sayori's expression grows tense as she tries to make her way through the dense text. I feel like I'm gonna die. That's great. Okay. Up until now, their expressions have been reversed, with Sayori easily navigating social situations and Yuri struggling in them. But text. But the tables have turned. You see, I'm like Sayori right now. I cannot navigate through this absolute dense text. But the problem is, I'm not good in social situations either. Wait, are you talking about the past right now or present? Where? Right here. We're talking about the past. These paragraphs are describing a flashback that Barnes is having. But they didn't tell me that. It's implied from the context. Sayori rubs her temples. The two of them continue, with Sayori asking fewer questions. She begins to understand the value in the notes, as she finds herself referring to them somewhat often, or even adding to them. But a reduction in questions comes not from her getting used to reading, but rather from her fearing that she'll come across as stupid. That is a relatable emotion. Okay, at last, Sayori reaches the end of the chapter. I think we can stop here for now. Okay. Sayori takes a deep breath and closes what little of the book she's gotten through so far. So what are your thoughts up to this point? Sayori tries to find words. Am I doing well so far? I'm not sure I understand. Well, I don't know. When it takes us so long to read and understand things, it makes me feel really dumb. But I really like how into it you get. It makes me want to keep going and keep doing my best so I can see it the way that you do. Relaxation in Yuri's expression fades. I see. Yuri quietly gathers her things. We can continue tomorrow, right? Yuri pauses, then shakes her head. We can do something else tomorrow. But I'm sorry. Wait, sorry for what? I don't understand. I'm sorry. I don't want to do this anymore, that's all. I'm sorry that I made you. Yuri leaves. Alright, but sad feeling. It feels like you're dragging someone along. You weren't making me. Sayori's left alone with her words. How did this happen? We were having fun just a second ago. It's my fault. I said something stupid and hurt her. I should have just told her that I enjoyed it. Monika trusted me with this. It's the only thing I'm good at, and I still messed up. Aww. What if she doesn't want to come back? Drowned in guilt, Sayori stares blankly at her desk, spread with notes. The book sits next to them. Right. If she wasn't coming back, then she wouldn't have left her book here, right? Unless she just forgot to take it with her. This is horrible. Was it really because she thought I wasn't enjoying our time together? Or maybe she wasn't enjoying our time together because I'm not good enough. I probably let her down by having so much trouble following along. Yeah, I'm sure if I was smarter, I would be having so much fun. I need to do better for her. Aww. This is kind of sad. Yeah, I was expecting 10 sometime soon. And you know what? We'll finish this too. Alright? Because why not? For the first time, Sayori is first to enter the clubroom. Anxiety courses through her relentlessly. Will Yuri show up today? Sitting at a desk, she stamps her feet in an attempt to calm down. Okay, sorry. Yeah, life. What was I talking about? Right. My recording thing stopped working because, like, I was running out of storage. I had to delete some stuff. Whatever. For the first time, Yuri read that. Sitting at her desk, she stamps her feet in an attempt to calm down. Why am I letting this affect me so much? Anyway, yeah, let's get back to this. I'm doing everything I can to make Yuri happy. But my best wasn't good enough. But it was still my best. But I'm letting everyone down. I'm always just a disappointment. Yuri continues to wrestle with her self-deprecating thoughts. Every tiny noise causes her to lift her head with anticipation of Yuri's arrival. Minutes pass and nobody enters the clubroom. Not Yuri or Monika. Oh. Gosh, I'm so late. Why did I offer to help those other students with their work? I'm such a pushover sometimes. It's going to leave such a bad impression on the new club members like Yuri if I'm not the first one here. Monika rounds the corner, approaching the club. As she does so, Yuri? Ah! Was she... Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna... No, she wasn't, okay. I was worried she had maybe send in with a knife, you know what I mean? Yuri jumps at the sound of Monika's voice. She's sitting outside the club room, against the wall next to the door. Embarrassed, she quickly closes the book she was reading and stands up. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry I'm late. You didn't have to wait outside for me. The door to the club room is not open. It's not. Yuri stares, unable to explain herself. She peers inside the club room through the window and looks away. Actually, I was just wondering if I could help you today instead. Huh? Me? With publicity stuff? Yes. Monika is utterly confused. Why is Yuri asking this all of a sudden when she was so eager to spend time with Sayori before I'm gonna die? Did they not get along after all? Monika looks into the club room, seeing Sayori sitting alone inside. Okay, it's kind of a simple job, but I'd be happy for you to tag along. Me too. Monika is worried, but she finds it difficult to insert herself into whatever conflict that might have arisen. It's a little ironic, she realizes, that she could be so conflict avoidant after being in the debate club. Okay, let's take a walk together. I just have to make copies of this new flyer, and go around the billboards to replace the old ones with the new ones. Yuri nods and the two set out. Oh. Well, I think that was actually kind of already happening, but alright. The two walk in silence. Without Sayori, Monika finds it quite difficult to strike up a conversation. So, how's everything been going? Fine. That's good. Neither of them have a follow-up with anything more. Monika tenses up at the stinted conversation. How the heck does Sayori do it? Yeah, right? Sorry I didn't see you yesterday. I went straight to the computer lab to work on flyers. Sayori told me. What did you two end up doing yesterday? Just some reading. Oh, I'm glad. It's really starting to feel more like a literature club now. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I felt so intimidated at first when I heard about the kind of reading you were into. But it's kind of stupid of me just because I'm just intimidated by things I'm not good at. and it's silly to assume that everyone who comes to the club will just have the same interests as me. But it's so cool that you were able to get Sayori into it. It's like the club is working. I'm really happy about that. She's not into it. Huh? She's not into it, and I'm stupid for forcing it onto her. Yuri falls silent again, as if she started her thought but can't figure out how to continue it. Did something happen? Yuri sighs. No, it's just me. Yuri pauses. I'm thinking. A moment passes in silence, then Yuri shakes her head. I shouldn't be complaining to you all of a sudden. Don't be silly. I won't think you're complaining. I just want to make sure you feel welcome. If it's important to that, then you can tell me anything. Well, I do feel welcome. Too welcome, I guess. It's not an issue with the club, it's just an issue with me. So I feel wrong to inconvenience you with it. Monika pauses and thinks. Well, what if we put it this way? It's my job as president to understand the needs of the club members, right? We're gonna have all kinds of people joining this club. Hopefully, anyway. And learning about the diverse needs and interests of everyone will help me come up with club activities that everyone can be happy with. That everyone can be happy with? Not just only some people? Of course. I need to be looking out for everyone. Otherwise, what kind of club would it be? I see. Yuri looks a little more relaxed. It signals to Monika that switching from a sympathetic to a approach to a pragmatic was a good choice. Each individual truly does have their own needs. Okay. Yuri takes a deep breath. I'm a really weird, awkward person. I've accepted that about myself. I just don't know how to, connect with other people. How is it so easy for everyone else? How do you just make conversation about any arbitrary topic? I hope I learned that today from Monika. Let's see. I can talk for hours about the things I'm into. Unfortunately, so much that I don't know when to stop. But for anything else, I just have no idea what to say. So I understand that about myself. I'm just not good with people. I can't help it. So it feels like whenever I'm confronted with a new social situation, I'm either ignored, made fun of, or taken pity on. And Sayori falls into that third category. What? Hold on, you're saying Sayori's taking pity on you? Yuri nods. I just want to be treated like a normal person. If you don't like me or don't connect with my interests, then just tell me. I can accept that and move on. Sayori is too nice to me. I'm so stupid for not realizing that she would just go along with whatever I pushed onto her. Nobody deserves to put themselves through that kind of discomfort just because they pity some weirdo who doesn't know how to make friends. It's the worst feeling. I hate it. Yuri's sharp words cut through the tense air. Somewhere in the middle of the conversation, the two stopped short in the hallway, prioritizing the conversation over their original task. Monika looks at Yuri. Yuri only looks down, with her fists clenched. I think you should be able to tell her that. I can never say that to someone's face. It's pathetic. Sayori is different. Making people happy is just the most important thing to her. I'm sure that's all she's trying to do. So, if you're able to explain what makes you happy, then she'll do anything to make it happen. That's the problem. You don't want to be happy. Or, want to be one-sided. What kind of friendship has one person always trying to cater to the other person's weird needs? I'm sorry, I'm making myself sound so... No, I think I'm starting to understand. Monika hesitates to finish her thought out loud. It's something that Sayori would be able to say better. Sayori is someone who will give anyone however much kindness they need in order to smile. But Yuri, who has difficulty accepting kindness, must be driving Sayori to be even more assertive with her kindness, further exacerbating the matter. Neither person is to blame, but it's an issue that can't be resolved without them understanding each other better. Sayori wants to be your friend, I promise that. It's okay for different people to have different needs. I mean, Sayori, she has her own needs too. But good friends work together and can be what they need for each other. You just need to have good communication about and talk about it. I don't have good communication. Yuri stops and shakes her head. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. My head is just, it's so resistant to everything. I also kind of relate to that. I'm pushing such a kind person away from me because of it. Yuri pauses to think. I'm so tired of this cycle I'm creating for myself. I think I'm so afraid of people pushing me away that I just push them away first. How thoughtless and immature of me. Yuri takes a deep breath and exhales. I didn't mean for this to turn into a whole venting session, but I understand that I just need to communicate with her. You're totally fine. It's for the club, remember? You're just helping make the club a better place for everyone. Yeah. Yuri falls silent again. She looks like she wants to say something. This kind of critical thinking is something I'm really bad at. You know, about people. So, thank you. Anytime. Monika smiles at Yuri. For just a moment, Yuri finds herself able to meet... Yuri finds it in herself to meet Monika's gaze, returning a shy smile of her own. Okay, something weird, like, for whatever reason I can't read today. But, like, also, I keep on filling it in with also stuff that admittedly also makes sense. But, like, what is going on with me? Yuri and Monika finished replacing the old flyers with the new ones, and you left Sayori all alone. More accurately, Monika did most of the work while Yuri just followed along. As the club room once again draws near, so does Yuri's confrontation. I can't do this. Yes, you can. It'll be great. Yuri sighs and shakes her head. I'm never going to feel confident enough. I just have to do it. If I don't do it now, I never will. Yuri starts toward the door, and then turns to face Monika. You're not just going to wait outside, are you? I can take a walk. Want me to get you a coffee or something? Actually, I prefer tea. I like to make my own though, so please don't worry about it. Although I suppose that's one downside of reading here in the club rather than at home. I don't get to drink tea while reading. Sorry, I guess that has nothing to do with this. Now that you mention it, I bet we could get permission to keep stuff for tea in the club room. You can use like an electric kettle to heat up the water, right? Would that really be possible? I'll look into it. I think that would be great. Yuri smiles and nods at the thought. Well, I'll be back in a bit. Good luck. Monika waves at Yuri and turns and departs down the hallway as Yuri's smile fades on more. A moment of daydreaming about tea isn't enough to save her from the anxiety of the task that lies before her, but it must be done. Taking one more breath, Yuri timidly opens the club room door. Yuri? Wait, hold on, I'm not done yet. Sayori shuffles a bunch of papers around. Yuri stammers, her words suddenly caught in her throat. At that moment, she realizes how Sayori had been spending the afternoon. I wasn't expecting you to come today. I was really hoping to make it all the way through the next chapter first. But I got most of the way through it. And look, Sayori holds up a sheet of paper. It's a page of notes, beautifully produced with indentations, categories, and even color coding. As Yuri sees it, her expression shifts from anxiety to despair. I was afraid you were getting disappointed in me, so I've been trying really hard to stop. Yuri presses her fist against her forehead. Please stop. I can't take this. Yuri? Sayori's voice quivers in shock after having received the exact opposite response she was expecting. I'm sorry. Sayori looks away in guilt. Did I do something wrong? I don't understand. So if I did something wrong, please tell me. Yuri shakes her head. No, it's me. I keep... Okay, death. I keep putting myself in these situations where people are afraid to treat me normally. If you don't like this kind of reading, it's okay. Please just tell me. I don't need to be treated differently just because I'm weird. But I don't treat you differently. I just want my friends to be happy. So I thought if we did something together that you would really like. I don't want your pity! Why did I do that? Oh. Yuri sinks to her knees. Her voice squeaks. I'm sorry. Tears of guilt and self-loathing began to stream down her face. This isn't how it's supposed to go. Why is it so hard to just articulate your thoughts? Why do you end up pushing away everyone from you? Yuri's mind pounds with the internal accusations as she shuts her eyes. This is really good music. Unable to face Sayori or the rest of the world. She should leave. Just escape from here. Before Monika sees her like this. And before Sayori tells Monika what she did. But before Yuri can put any strength into her legs, he feels a warm pair of arms gently wrapping around her from behind. I've seen this. Yeah, this is on the page. It's okay. Sayori whispers in a soothing voice. It's okay. It's okay. Overcome by despair, Yuri finds herself unable to protest or pull away from Sayori's kind gesture. Yuri sniffles, breathing heavily through her clenched throat, trying with all her willpower to control herself. I understand. I understand that the things you're feeling in your head must be different from the things you're trying to say. Wait, can you read that again? I feel like I had that damn process. I know that you must be what you're feeling right now. I promise, I understand that. So I'll give you as much time as you need. When you're ready, just tell me your feelings and we'll talk about them together, okay? Yuri sniffles and nods her head. She gives herself a minute to compose her thoughts and speaks while steadying her voice. I think that I've gotten so used to people being weirded out by me that it feels like anyone who's nice to me is just doing it out of pity. I'm so horrible with people. So it makes me not want to believe that someone can actually like me for who I am. Yuri pauses, but Sayori doesn't interrupt. Rather, she waits for Yuri to continue. I got so excited when I joined the literature club. I thought there was finally my chance to make friends through my interests. Because my interests are the only things I know how to talk about. It's all I have going for me. But then, whenever I catch myself getting overly obsessive in front of other people, it feels like I'm making a fool of myself. I hate myself for it. Ultimately, I just want to be treated like a normal person, but how am I supposed to expect that when I can't behave like one? I just want to learn how to get along with people and stop ruining things for myself. That's all. Yuri finishes her thoughts, feeling more steady after having gotten them out. Yuri, who can feel Yuri's breath rise and fall from beneath her arms, realizes that as well. Thank you for helping me understand you a little better. You know, you were so great at helping me while we were reading, so I'll help you out with the things you need too. But I feel like it would just be frustrating for you, with how much patience I require sometimes. That sounds kind of familiar. I couldn't stop worrying about that while we were reading. I was so afraid you'd get frustrated with me. But I would never do that. I did my best to reassure by mentioning how I have a lot of patience. Yeah, I know. My irrational fears won't be quiet sometimes. I'm sure it's the same for you. And yeah, I kinda get, I think more so I relate to Sayori rather than Yuri in this situation, even though social skills don't exist. But like, when someone gives you a lot of patience, well, okay, when someone gives me a lot of patience, I get kind of scared. Cause like I'm afraid, what if I take too long? What if I'm like just egging them on, keeping them for too long? And like, I don't know, I guess that's a bigger topic. But, yeah. Also, what the heck? I just noticed, like, bro, this chair is broken. Someone slammed it against the wall. Sorry. Anyway, I'm sure it's the same for you, right? Yeah. Irrational fears. Well, there's no way that you could frustrate me, because I already like you as the person that you are. I know that you said you had a hard time believing that, but I promise that it's true. You don't have to be a social person for people to like you. I think you're really considerate in your own way, worrying so much about people's feelings. We're all kind of weird. It's a literature club. But it's the best part that we're all different and we have different interests. Like about the book. I'm reading it because I want to. I promise that's really what I want. It's a bit of a struggle, but try not to mistake that for me not enjoying it. I mean, we can never discover new things if we didn't try them first, right? I want to learn more about the reasons that you love it so much. And in the end, if it's not for me, then I can say that. But I'll be glad that I tried it and learned more about you. Plus, you're like super duper smart, and I want that to rub off on me. Yuri fights back a smile at that comment. Already, the heavy atmosphere surrounding her seems to have evaporated through the caress of Sayori's arms. Your hair is so pretty. I always wanted long hair, but I'm awful at taking care of it, so I cut it all off. Dude, Sayori, the secret is, you don't take care of it. You just, yeah, it's fine if you're lazy. Yuri's tension relaxes. For once, she feels okay just listening rather than worrying about saying the right thing. Sayori, sensing Yuri's comfort, lets her rest. It must be so difficult for her to feel relaxed around other people. But if the literature club can make it happen, then it's something that she deserves to experience. Well then, based on my understanding of your feelings, I suppose I wouldn't mind if we were to continue reading. That's what I wanted to hear. But we can stop any time. If you truly don't like it, please be honest about it. I won't be offended. Of course. I'm not gonna judge anything this early on, though. So we'll see what happens. Oh, and, it's not good to touch people without their consent first. Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. Oh, you didn't. I mean, I suppose it was kind of nice. I was just saying. I'm back! Oh, you missed, plenty. Monika's back! I haven't seen you, at all recently. Sayori trots over to Monika. She whispers loudly. Can I hug you? Sure, Sayori. Sayori wraps her arms around Monika. Oh yeah, Yuri, it might be good to know. Sayori can be kind of a hug monster. Hey, don't call me monster. Etermus is a monster. If he inherits the kingdom, it could spell disaster. Yuri laughs. Monika I can never pronounce this word. Perplexedly looks between the two of them and smiles. Well, I'm glad you've been enjoying the reading so far. It's like our first real activity as a literature club. About that. Well, you've been so patient with exploring my interests. I think that it would be inconsiderate of me to not return the favor to you, and learn things about what you like. Yes. Do you like poetry? Yuri smiles. Bro, that was so good! That was actually lovely. And I guess I would... Oh, it's 4:22. What the heck? Okay. Yeah, I guess I would have to, write more poems and stuff. Wait, let me see the pictures. Okay. We got the sprites, chillin'. We got the old ones, we got the new ones. Got... Yo. I believe in you. Beach packing list, swimsuit, sunscreen. I can't think of what. Wait, what? What did I say? I can't think of an I. An I word. I can't. Oh, okay. I can't repeat. Don't forget. Ask Mana about this. Types of poems to try. Haiku, Sonic. What? Acrostic. Homework. Math thing. Study for quiz. Pack snacks. Wow. Balance. Cute. You can do it. Hey, Yuri. You are loved. Wake up early. Learn this together. To do. Wake up. Get ready. Go. Hey, at least you woke up. Plan ahead. That's cool. That's cool. Oh, yeah, all the poetry. Let's see here. Okay. Wait, secret? Oh, right, okay. Oh, you haven't even seen all the backgrounds. Sketches? Concept sketch of complete cast drawn by Kagafumi. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, this is some cool stuff. Yeah, so buy the game for yourself, if you can, please, because like this is so cool. And yeah, maybe it'd be better to experience it for yourself. But I guess this is a showcase of what's to come. Right? We haven't even gotten to everyone. At least I'm pretty sure. I mean, to get all 6 of them, do they mean like? Wait. Do they mean like 1, 2, or do they mean like 1, 2, 3, 4, and we only have 2 stories left? Because that would be kind of sad. Anyway, I'm really liking this. Mail? No mail. Probably got some from Monika. Anyway, yeah. So, I hope you have a good day. I'll end it here. Hopefully it's not a 2-hour recording. If it does, that's gonna take really long to export. Anyway, I'll be up at 4 a.m. maybe. See you later. And, yeah, see you some other time. Have a good day.